Coming up, Illinois Republicans cast their votes today. A SWAT standoff ends and a balloonist's body is recovered in South Georgia. Your News Valdosta starts now. Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Shalonda Martin. Mitt Romney stepped up his campaign this weekend, cutting his time in Puerto Rico short in preparation for today's vote in Illinois. There are 54 delegates up for grabs, and Romney has spent the past few days adding campaign events and increasing his focus on female voters. He is also concentrating his policy remarks on how to lower gas prices. This is a must-win primary state for Romney after finishing third in Rick Santorum's last Tuesday in Alabama and Mississippi. The body of missing hot air balloonist Ed Restano has been found. Restano had taken 5 skydivers up in his balloon last Friday when he noticed they were being drawn towards an incoming storm. The skydivers jumped from the rising balloon, landing safely 5,000 feet below. Restano's balloon rose another 2,000 feet before he lost radio contact. Search and rescue teams found his body in South Georgia. After 11 hours, a Sandy Springs SWAT standoff ended Monday night without harm. The hostage situation involved a 7-month-old baby began 9:45 in the morning when the suspect entered the leasing office of One Sovereign Place apartment complex waving a gun. The road surrounding the complex was shut down until the infant was recovered from the apartment. Her relationship to the man is still unknown. The suspect is now in custody. State legislators are considering a measure that will keep undocumented immigrants from attending public colleges and universities. Illegal aliens are already not allowed to attend Georgia's most competitive schools, including the University of Georgia and Georgia Tech. The bill was passed yesterday by the House of Judiciary Non-Civil Committee. The House of Rules Committee will now look at the measure and consider whether it will go for a House floor vote. Coming up, Peyton Manning makes a decision and a look at your local weather. Stay tuned.
From Maine to Maui, thousands of high school students across the country are getting in on the action by volunteering in their communities.
It's great helping others, and it feels good too. Are you in? Whoa!
Anyone can do it. All it takes is a little time. Are you in?
Action teams of high school students are joining Volunteers of America and Major League Baseball players to help train and inspire the next generation of volunteers.
It's easy to start an action team at your school, so you too can get in on the action.
Are you in? Get in on the action at actionteam.org.
Welcome back to News Valdosta. In business news, Starbucks is expanding their products beyond just coffee. This week, the company opened the first store in its new Evolution fruit juice bar chain in Bellevue, Washington. The move comes as the company plans to boost its positioning in the lucrative health food sector. The popularity of the location will be closely watched and will determine how many more juice bars Starbucks will add to the chain. It's official, former Indianapolis Colts quarterback Peyton Manning has joined the Denver Broncos. The deal is worth $95 million in over 5 years. Despite being sidelined all of last season because of a neck injury, Manning's success in the past includes the Colts averaging a 12-4 record from 2001 to 2010. Manning was released from the Colts for their reluctance to pay a $28 million bonus. Still to be decided is what will happen to last season's quarterback sensation, Tim Tebow. Famed Atlanta journalist and sports writer Howard Bisher was passed away at the age of 93 after suffering a heart attack in his sleep. Bisher spent 59 years writing for the Atlanta Journal-Constitution and spent the time covering major sporting events such as the Masters and the Kentucky Derby. Bisher was inducted into the Georgia Sports Hall of Fame in 1990 and is most credited for helping bring the Falcons and Braves to Atlanta as a charting member of Atlanta Fulton County Stadium Authority. He was survived by his wife and 2 eldest sons. 3-a-day practices are now banned in Georgia. Yesterday, the Georgia High School Association made some drastic changes to improve the safety of football practices. In the past 15 years, Georgia has led the nation in heat-related death among football players. No pad practices will not start until July 25th and are limited to 2 hours. After August 1st, practice with pads cannot exceed 3 hours, and two-a-day practices cannot exceed 5 hours in a single day. Any school violating these new regulations will receive a fine up to $1,000. Taking a look at your local weather, today we'll see sunny skies with a high of 87. Tonight will cool down to a mid-62. And tomorrow expect partly cloudy skies with a high in upper 80s. Coming up, the Lady Blazers have ended their season, and a look at your campus events. Stay with us.
Over half the people waiting for an organ transplant in the United States will die before they get one. You can increase your chances of getting a life-saving organ donation while helping others in need by joining LifeSharers. As a LifeSharers member, you get preferred access to the organs of other members. In return, you give fellow members first access to your organs. By offering your organs first to other organ donors, you create an incentive for non-donors to become donors. You inspire others to follow your lead. You'll also help make the system more fair. Half of the organs transplanted in the U.S. go to people who have not agreed to donate their own organs when they die. Membership is free and anyone can join. Even if you're already a registered organ donor, you should sign up. Join LifeSharers now. It's free and it could save your life.
Welcome back to News Valdosta. I'm Shalonda Martin. Valdosta State University's senior forward, Brittany Ferguson, has excelled this season for the Lady Blazers basketball team on and off the court. Here's News Valdosta's Rosano Stewart with more.
Throughout your athletic and academic career here at VSU, you've consistently been a leader, and I've seen that myself, from doing research on you. And, where does that drive and determination come from? What's that spark in you that you bring that out on the court academically and athletically? Tell me about that.
Well, I think that goes back to my mother. Okay. My mother raised 3 girls by herself, and I think one thing that she always pressed in us was don't be a follower, be a leader. Right. And if you're going to be a leader, that you have to be willing to accept the responsibility of being wrong, of being able to know when you're wrong, being able to find the right solution, and be able to accept other people's solution, not just your own.
This season in the Gulf Conference, you were 2nd in scoring, you were 5th in rebounding, 3rd in steals. How were your efforts appreciated by your teammates? How did that feel for them, for you to be such a help to them?
We really don't talk about stuff like that because it's just my individual success has come from a team success. I think if we weren't doing well as a team cohesively, then my individual efforts would not have been recognized.
Let me name all these things to you that you've done that I found out about, despite the things that I may not have found out about that you've done. Okay. You're a 5-time Gulf South Conference Player of the Week, 5 times. That's the highest ever in Gulf South Conference, in the Gulf South Conference. That's amazing. Academic All-District team, which we spoke about earlier. You got a 3.5 GPA, and you're playing basketball, which is a full-time job. How are you pulling this off when a lot of athletes cannot do this?
My goodness, when I say time management, I mean time management. And I'm telling you, this is something that I promise you I'm not a pro at. I'm not the guru of time management, but you have to really think about how you're spending your time.
Where do you think that this game that you put so much into, so much heart into, where do you think it will lead you?
Hopefully to a Teacher of the Year parking spot. I don't know. something like that. But I think it will lead me to somewhere in success because I've learned so much on the court. Again, away from just the actual technical basketball stuff. It's just about leadership and about teamwork and just about doing for others more than you do for yourself.
The Lady Blazers ended their outstanding 2011-2012 season with a 22-8 record and a Sweet 16 bid in the NCAA Division II South Regional Tournament. The Lady Blazers lost to the number 1 seed Rollins, but completed their most impressive postseason run since 2008. Taking a look at our campus events. Sign up now for rock climbing and camping under the stars this weekend, March 23rd through the 25th. The cost is only $30 and includes transportation from VSU campus, campus fees, and equipment. Food is not included in the cost. No experience is necessary. For more details about core trips, visit the recreation page on the VSU website. Phi Alpha Delta Law Fraternity will host a great debate tonight at 7 in the Student Union ballrooms. The event will feature the debate between the VSU College Democrats and the College Republicans on the topics of Hope Scholarship, immigration, and the tort reform. The discussions will be moderated by Dr. Peterson, the head of the Political Science Department. Refreshments will be served following the event, and it is open to all VSU students. The Office of Health Promotion is introducing the Blazing Health Student Council. The Student Council is composed of a select group of VSU students known as Healthy Blazers who represent the Office of Health Promotions. Applicants must serve at least one academic year beginning August 2012 and be able to volunteer 2 to 4 hours per week. Visit the Health Promotion page on the VSU website for all application forms. Application deadline is April 6th. Thanks for watching News Valdosta. I'm Shalonda Martin. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.